Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar,
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting night of our Brampton Cricket Championship. Our title sponsors Rebel Realty and Abe Mathur, and all other sponsors you can see on the bottom left of our screen. Thank you so much for your support. Arsak Sports FCA has won the toss and elected to bat first. Right now, Toronto Slicers are setting up the field. Ashish Mahajan and Deep Patel are the two openers for Arsak FCA. I'll just show you the lineup for Arsak FCA here. Some prominent names here: Ashish Mahajan, Deep Patel, Kohinoor Kalia, Travis Bryan, Abhishek Chaudhary, Mahatish Rao, Danish Tanveer the captain, Ranodeep Dutta, Ravinda De Silva, Khalilullah, Theodore Bryan, and Rajdeep Singh. We'll show you the playing 11 for Toronto Slicers as well on the screen. It's a new team, but very exciting players. Some very talented players also in Toronto Slicers. So we're back live. First ball of the inning, Abhinav Mittal is going to bowl. Ashish Mahajan is the batsman. Lovely delivery, played towards point. First runs on the board. I have my fellow commentator Asmat Sheikh with me today. Asmat, good evening.
Thank you, Tariq. It's a beautiful evening. Earlier it was raining, and now the forecast is good. So, first ball of the match. Bowler coming in. Good ball and is good shot, and it goes for 4. Seemed very aggressive first ball, first boundary. What do you think, Tariq?
Yep, it was a loose delivery on the pads, and Deep Patel is a very experienced player. He placed it fine behind the square leg fielder. Toronto Slicers have placed a protection on square leg, but still he managed to take the gap. Another short delivery on the leg side. No signal from the umpire. Dot delivery. It was again a loose delivery for me. Like, I believe that this, if Deep Patel was able to connect on this one, it would have gone over fine leg for 4. So I think in the beginning you should not be bowling too many short deliveries, because right now new ball is new and you can take advantage with the swing.
Absolutely right, Tariq. Again, ball little bit height on the ball, and he pulled it for 4 runs again. Yes, 100%. On a new ball, you had to be use the swing of the ball, and if you pitch that high, is unless it's very good pace, but the pace is very nominal right now. Like it's coming right on the bat, and he pulled it very easily.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, that this kind of line is not so good if you are not express pace bowler, and especially in the very first over of the game. Here comes Abhinav Mittal, last ball of the first over. Another short one. This time line was pretty decent, right on the middle stump. Ended off with the dot ball. First over gone. Arsak FCA 9 without a wicket.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Thank you to Aj TV and DTVN Digital for providing live coverage to Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible.
We're back live. New bowler is Jatin. Started off with a wide delivery. So far, a good start for Arsak FCA. 10 on the board, just 5 balls.
Yes, Arsak FCA, they start pretty good. And it seemed like they did not even put much effort in there, just utilizing the loose balls. Batsmen come out, straight shot over the circle, and it's gone for 4. The bowler need to come up with a better plan because a brand new ball and they should be using the swing of the new ball. They should not try over hard to like pitch it in the middle. Should keep it like full deliveries right now and use a swing.
Yeah, that's right. Too many short deliveries already in the last 7 deliveries. I think 4 of them were short balls. And we didn't see much swing yet from any of the slicers bowlers. I think they know that they can't swing the ball that much. That's why they're varying the length. But it's not working for them so far. 7 balls, 14 runs already. This was a good ball. A quick single taken by Ashish. Chance for a run out, but fielder was unable to pick it up. So, Arsak FCA is a very strong team, but unfortunately in BCC, they are not able to perform that well. Ashish Mahajan, their regular opener, was in India doing training there. He's recently came back, and I think last couple of games he played. Before that, he wasn't there. That also put a dent on them. Plus, Dilraj Deol is not available either. Good shot, cut towards third man for 4. I think there was a slip in place also, but the slip fielder missed that one.
Yeah, exactly. It's just got lucky for the batsman. And to be honest, the ball again was not right on the spot. He would have able to hit it on the leg side, but again it's edge, and batsman got lucky and got 4 runs. Here you go, Jatin coming again. This goes for only single. End of the over. Arsak FC 24 without loss.
A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Third over just starting. Much better line this time. In this wicket, Tariq, I think is equally beneficial for the batsman and the bowler because it's a high-scoring wicket. But if the bowlers do ball on the right areas, I think they can make very difficult for the batsman.
Yeah, that's right. They just need to hit the right length on this wicket. When the batsmen are aggressive, you can't bowl like that. Unfortunately, another loose delivery onto the pads, and easy picking for Deep Patel. They are making the batsmen, play some easy shots right now. Like these kind of shots, if a couple of other more boundaries will come, batsmen will settle down on the crease already, and they are giving them full chance to score runs on that one. Because if they bowl, they need to keep the ball on middle off, or at least maximum on the 4th stump. But they are going on the leg side towards 4th or 5th stump, which is the wrong line for a new bowler.
Yeah, 100%. Because all their field setup is on the offside, and the bowling right on the leg, down the leg, or too many short balls, which make it very easy for the batsman. That's a good delivery.
This is the line we were talking about. You know, this you need to keep it outside off. You have a first slip in place, but you're bowling all the balls on the middle leg and leg side.
Yeah, that's right. You have to be make the batsman to play in your grounds, like in your area where you want to ball and where you take the field. So then, if the batsman hit, you always have the chance to take the wicket.
Absolutely. Here comes Abhinav. Fourth ball of his over. Again on the pads. That was a direct hit. Appeal for a run out. No signal from the umpire. Good pickup and throw by the fielder, but Ashish Mahajan was inside the crease. So as we were talking about, like they are not keeping one line, they are mixing up so much, which shows some inexperience here because even though you have a protection on the leg side on square leg, but most of the boundaries are going to a fine leg because of the bad line and length. Because the bowler's stats are ruined after like first boundary, and then even if he bowled two dot deliveries again, see another leg side wide. I think they need to learn quickly, otherwise the match will slip away from their hand if they keep bowling like that.
Do you think it's the grip of the ball because the field is a little bit wet right now? And do you think they are not able to hold the ball grip properly?
I don't think so because right now it's just so early in the stage. If that will happen after 7-8 over, I can imagine that ball is slipping away. But right now he Abhinav is bowling like that since first over. So another four over the head of the first slip fielder. Another boundary, Azmat Sheikh. I was telling you that they are not bowling according to the fielding right now, and they are suffering. 30 runs already of 16 deliveries. So, guys, I have our guest commentator, Mr. Mustafa, a pro wrestler with us. Today, he has changed his profession. Instead of wrestling, he's in the commentary box.
Right now, I'm in the commentary box at this moment. But yes, a pro wrestler in the independent scene. My wrestling gimmick name is. Oh, that's a wide ball. I just saw that. Was that a wide ball?
Yeah, it was a
That was a wide ball. Yeah, so today they already have scored 31 runs off 16 deliveries in this 100-ball game. So, what do you think? How's the trajectory of the match has been going, like in terms of like the batting and the bowling?
So far, what we have observed is that the bowling team is not bowling according to their field. They have a full packed offside field, but they're bowling on the stumps on the leg side. This was the second delivery I saw
was
on
a
the
good-
offside, but good shot played
Good
towards
shot.
point.
Yeah, no, good shot, and that's a boundary right there. Off 17 deliveries, there are already 35 runs with no wicket gone.
That was a good shot, Azmat.
Yes, that was a beautiful shot. Again, the length of the ball was not correct because they had to be used the swing like we were talking earlier. They did not making the ball swing at all right now, which is very surprising. With the new ball, always you get some sort of swing. Straight shot, it was chance of catch, but it went very low.
Yeah, is that gone for a boundary? Oh no, that was saved by the fielder. That looks like it's saved by the fielder. Oh, it's a 4?
Yeah, I think he slipped and moved the ball out.
Yeah, that's a boundary. So after 18 deliveries, they've already scored 39 runs. And DP over here, he's already scored 30 runs off 13 deliveries. And Ashish, on the other hand, with 6 runs off of 5 deliveries. And so far, 3 extras, gentlemen.
It's looks so easy for the batsman right now. Like he scored 31 runs. It looks very easy for the batsman. I think bowlers helping them.
No, yes, I think you were mentioning earlier that they have to ball in the right areas and they have to ball a little more aggressively with some added pace and some variation. The batsman right now, Ashish is on strike right now. Bowler comes towards him. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. Is that a six?
Yes.
That's a six right there. 46 runs off of 20 balls. Yeah, that was a brilliant shot by Ashish.
Definitely, Ashish is a very explosive batsman, and his even in his Instagram profile is explosive cricketer. So he is a very explosive batsman, and they managed to score 16 runs of these last 5 balls.
Wow, that's a lot of runs past 5 deliveries. That is like you have a four, a four, a four, and a six. That's in the last 4 deliveries, and right now I'm guessing Abhinav is gonna ball his over the next delivery. So we have 20 balls and we have 46 runs, and not a single wicket has fallen just yet. So this is a very brilliant opening partnership so far, and almost a 50-run partnership.
Yeah, that's 46 in 20 balls. Arsak FC right now tearing apart the opponents.
Yeah, so we have the bowler. He's there's a bit of a delay in the delivery because they're setting up the field right now. They definitely need to do something. Toronto Slicers need to do something different in order to extract some wickets and not let this partnership do too much damage. All right. White ball at 47 runs already. We all have 20 deliveries only, 20 legal deliveries, and we have 80 deliveries to go. So what kind of score are you projecting at this given stage?
The way AFC batting right now, it's gonna be look like well over 200 runs. What do you think, Tariq?
Absolutely, the only way they cannot reach 200. Another six, I think. That's a big one over square leg boundary. Deep Patel is having the game of his life today. 37 of 15 already. He is having fun. So what I was saying is that the only way they can restrict FCA is by keep taking wickets. If they don't keep taking wickets, then I think even 200, 220 can be on the board.
Yeah, Arsak FCA or AFC that you're seeing on the board here, we have a 50-run partnership, so 53 off with no wickets fallen and 21 deliveries. And the rate right now is like 2.52 runs per delivery. This is what you're seeing here is not per over, it's per ball right now. And this could lead to a massive score. Now the bowler is approaching, Abhinav is approaching. That's a nice shot. And that has gone for another boundary. Another 4 runs, 57 runs. And deep over here is already 41 runs of 14 deliveries. It's 14 deliveries? 16 deliveries. My mistake, 16 deliveries over here.
Yeah, they're scoring runs and so easily. And it seems like they're not putting even effort in there, just the bowling team helping them to score as many runs they want. They have to become with a better plan.
Okay, the bowler approaching. It's a good shot. That's another boundary right there. 61 runs off of 23 deliveries. And the run rate per ball has climbed up to 2.65. That leaves us with a projected score of approximately 265 runs if they keep this momentum going.
Absolutely, you're right. But I'm surprised to see that power play is over. I don't see 5 fielders outside the inner circle. Because with this explosive batting, bowling team should right away take the 5 fielders outside.
Yeah, so another boundary. That's another boundary right there. Yeah, it is. No. It has stopped. And the fielder throws back. So I'm guessing that's they came back for a couple or a single. It's just a single. Okay, just a single off of this delivery. So Deep is on 45 right now, and Ashish, he's on 12 off of 6 deliveries over here. And this partnership is, Asma, this partnership is creeping up very slowly. Could reach 100 runs.
Yes, and the surprising thing is it's only 24 balls and 62 runs, which is phenomenal.
Absolutely. So the fielder stopped the delivery over there. It's only they just came back for a couple. So 25 deliveries, 64 runs on the board for FCA. Arsak FCA is giving Toronto Slicers a very hard time right now. And 64 runs already, and this is past the power play. The scoring rate has not stopped. So what do you think needs? They definitely need, Tariq. They definitely need more wickets in this stage of the game in order to put pressure back on AFC.
Definitely, like they need to set a right fielding for their bowlers. I think after the power play, they should keep all the 5 fielders outside the inner circle because both batsmen are like tearing them apart. Secondly, they need to obviously if chances will come. So far, no chances have come from FCA, Arsak FCA. But if any chances are there, like they need to grab it. They have no chance of dropping catches now because the score is already 64 of 25. Anyways, yeah, we have changed an end, so we will just quickly take a short ad break and we'll come back shortly.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Thank you to Aj TV and DTVN Digital for providing live coverage to Brampton Cricket Championship. You can watch our games.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible
A
support.
huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Another surprising thing is that even though they have scored with such a pace, they have bowling team has not changed any bowlers.
You think this is Jatin right now? He has balled how many deliveries? 11 deliveries already? 32. He's already conceded 32 runs. And yeah, so this is a very strange strategy that there have been no bowling changes so far. Off of 26 deliveries, they've already scored 60. Oh, the batsman got distracted. Ashish over here, he's 14 off of 7 deliveries. And right now, gentlemen, do you think Deep over here is about to score a half century in this 100-ball cricket game?
Yes, it's definitely looked like it, even the way he's batting right now. And I think
that's a big shot. That's a 4.
It's 4, 1 bounce 4. And Deep is playing brilliantly right now, and I think he made it 50 with this.
Oh, no,
4.
that was Ashish.
Oh, that was a sheesh. Okay, my mistake.
Was that 6? 6. So that was a
Okay,
6.
so the signal for 6.
Yeah, that was a 6. That looked like a boundary, but no, that was a fairly short 6. And Ashish jumps to 20 off 8 deliveries. He's also starting to join the party with Deep over here.
Again, pull short. Fielder after the ball. I think it's gonna go for 4. Yes, it is 4. Another 4 runs for Arsak FC.
All we're seeing is right now, we are seeing boundary after boundary after boundary. So off of 28 deliveries, we already have 75 runs. And Deep made it look so easy. And now Ashish, it seems like, has joined the party. So this is definitely a very destructive partnership. So you see here the contribution of Ashish, 24 off 8, 46 off 18 for Deep, and 75 runs from 28 deliveries, so 5 extras. Up, that's a shot right there. That was a full toss, a low full toss. Oh, the fielder let the ball go, and it's a boundary right there. 79 runs off of 29 deliveries. What is happening? What is happening in the field for Toronto Slicers? AFC is having the innings of a lifetime.
Definitely, like when your bowlers are getting hammered, you need support from your fielders here. But that was a silly mistake. Like he should have stopped this ball. He gave away 3 extra runs.
Yeah, absolutely. That's another pulled shot right there. Does the fielder stop? Yep, the fielder stops it, and I think that's just an easy single. After such a long time, you've seen a single after quite a bit of time. So that should lead us to 80 runs off of 30 deliveries. And the run rate, ladies and gentlemen, right now is 2.67 per delivery. So we are predicting a projected score off of the 100 deliveries would be 267. Assuming they go through this the same run rate.
Finally, a change in bowling.
Finally, so we have Preet. He's gonna ball his first delivery. I'm guessing they're bringing a bit of spin into the attack. So Preet is coming for his delivery. Now left arm up. It's a very nice stroke, stopped by the fielder. So this is a good strategy. Like bring in a slower bowler. Maybe that can actually prevent some boundaries over here. Because again, what I've seen is with spin bowling or with slower deliveries, you tend to have to actually play the stroke instead of using the speed against the bowler.
And I think they should have done this at least 10-15 balls ago when the fast bowler were getting hammered.
That's
That's
it. Is that a catch?
Yes, it's a catch.
That's a catch. Finally, they have a wicket. AFC has lost Deep P. He could not hit his 50. Unfortunately, he could not hit his 50. So Deep has to walk back. Toronto Slicers have finally made a breakthrough on the 32nd delivery. Well, folks, that is Deep over here, 46 off of 20 deliveries, 9 fours, 1 6. That was a brilliant innings, but a 50 was just not on the horizon.
And this is what we were talking about. They should have done this bowling change long time ago when they knew that the fast bowlers were getting hammered by the batsmen. Any captain would like to change the bowling and then give their fast bowler some rest. But the captain of Toronto Slicers kept going with the fast bowlers, and you know what the damage that change of pace has done.
Absolutely. No, there's a change of pace, a bit of variation, and also notice that the field has finally spread out. So now the tactics, they have to change tactics at this point. So I'm guessing that they were moved by desperation. So it was a little odd that they hadn't adapted this tactic earlier. But again, like they say, better late than never, Mr. Tariq.
Absolutely. And you know, the new batsman on the crease is Kohinoor Kalia, a very experienced player. 305 games, 6,000 plus runs, 132 is the strike rate. So I anticipate that they're not going to stop from here.
Yeah, so usually the number 3 batter is usually, or batsman, based on what terminology that you use, is like a third opener in the shorter format. So they have to not just only consolidate the innings, but they also have to, carry the same momentum forward. So The last thing Arsak FCA would want to have subsequent wickets falling at this stage. So they need to rebuild a new partnership so that they can put pressure on the Toronto Slicers.
Absolutely. And on the other hand, Toronto Slicers would like another wicket of another opener so that two new batsmen will be on the crease. Good shot towards mid wicket this time and misfield by the fielder. One went for four.
Yeah, that's another boundary, and I think this is Ashish's boundary over here. So Ashish is a set batsman over here, and he definitely needs to carry this innings forward. He can play with the free arm, whereas Kohinoor, he can take his time, spend some time on the crease, whereas Ashish can, handle that one end where he can score freely. And at least from my view, Tariq, he should score the 50.
Yeah, for sure. And right now the intelligent thing would be, and the wise thing should be for Ashish to stay there. Like he can hit like couple of boundaries per over and give breather space for Kohinoor to settle down with the condition. And then I know that Kohinoor is also capable of hitting big shots. So the run rate per over after the wicket has gone slightly down to 2.53, but after a couple of boundaries it will climb up again. But the first decent over from Toronto Slicers, 6 runs only and one wicket.
Yeah, 6 runs. We have 34 deliveries so far, and I'm guessing that was, we have a wicket,
Yeah.
2 singles, and a boundary. And I think that was a dot delivery that to end the over. So that's a very good end to the 35th ball as well as the 7th over. Again, the rules here is that there are 5 deliveries per over in this 100-ball game.
That's right, and that was a rare dot ball. Like I don't remember when was the last time we saw a dot ball in this inning.
Yeah, that was the last time, man. I think it's been a while since you've seen a dot ball. Every single delivery has had some form of action, some form of excitement and entertainment that has happened. So right now, Harmandeep is also introduced into the attack. How are you? Yeah, so we have 35 deliveries over here, 90 runs, 36 deliveries. There's another 4. That was another 4 right there. So, yeah, 90 runs, and this was off of Kohinoor. So Kohinoor is starting to get settled into the crease over here. So as a boundary, his confidence will increase. And I think he just needs to carry the momentum that was already set by his previous partner.
Absolutely, and he's very very much capable of playing big shots, as I said. But this late cut was not a slog shot; it was a proper cricket shot, and we'll see that what he's going to do from here. That was a loose ball.
That was a very, very terrible delivery. That was like a full toss, and what was the umpire's signal? Is that a 4 or a 6? I think we're waiting for the signal from the umpire for a confirmation.
They're waiting for the fielders to signal.
Yeah, so we're waiting for some confirmation from the fielders, from the cameras. Okay, so it is a 6. It is a 6. So we are at 96 runs for the loss of only 1 wicket, Tariq, over here, and we are in the 37th delivery. So this is already not a very good start to Harmandeep's over here.
Yeah, that was the first ball was good, and Kohinoor played a very good cut shot. But this was a loose delivery. Like you can't be bowling full toss to number 3 batsman.
Yeah, it's another. Oh, okay. Oh. Well, again, he got lucky there. Even though that was a full toss, that should have been smashed, Tariq. That should have been smashed for a 6. But I think Kohinoor was not expecting a delivery like that. So another delivery is a better delivery. Drives down. The fielder catches it. And I think it's only a single. They'll settle for a single. Yeah, happy with the single right now.
I think they are going with the plan that you hit a couple of boundaries per over and keep going with rotating the strike, and I think that is a nice plan because at some point you will get overs where you won't be able to get boundaries. So they are utilizing it pretty well at the time.
Yeah. So right now, Arsak FCA has 10 wickets in hand, and they have 61 deliveries to go. Oh, yeah, 9 wickets in hand now, because they've also lost, my mistake, 9 wickets in hand. So 9 wickets already, and they've only lost 1 at this stage on the 40th delivery. So 60 more deliveries. So they have 9 wickets and 60 deliveries. So I think they can take some liberties, and they can definitely take some risks. However, they have to be also careful not to take too many risks. Otherwise, there can be a sort of a mini collapse that could lead to a fairly low total, other than the one that you expected. So you don't want to make things any easier for Toronto Slicers. And now, on the other hand, Toronto Slicers would love to have some wickets, some more wickets in the wickets column.
Absolutely, and after 10 more balls, the batting side can take a power surge of 2 overs as well.
Yes.
So it will be interesting to see when they're going to do it. Maybe right now Ashish is a set batsman, so I will, if I am the captain, I would give him the chance to play again 2 more overs of power play.
Yeah.
Let's see what they do.
Yeah, that was a wonderful delivery by Preet over there. So Preet has brought some stability back. He has pulled the game from Arsak FCA. So Toronto Slicers' Preet has only conceded 6 runs off of his last over. 5 balls. That was a wide delivery. But again, sometimes I've seen the strategy by spin bowlers to bowl a wide delivery to distract the batsman. So sometimes it does prevent the momentum because the batter always is thinking about hitting a big shot. So this is Preet comes down. Oh, that was a lovely stop. So another dot delivery. So 2 deliveries in this over with only a single run so far. A very rare restraint in this, a very economical over so far. Preet coming down again. That's a wide delivery. Now again, Preet needs to avoid, the wide deliveries, leaking these extra runs. Because again, at this stage, at this crucial stage, you need wickets and you need dot deliveries to put the pressure back onto Arsak FCA. And Toronto Slicers cannot just afford to just leak runs like that.
Yeah, that was sad to see that he bowled 2 brilliant deliveries and then he gave away all the pressure by conceding 3 runs of wide deliveries extras, because he's not giving anything away with bat, but he's conceding extras, so which is not good for him as well, because it's going to ruin his bowling figures and take the pressure off as well. Another good ball, just taking a quick single, but there was a chance. There was a chance.
There's a run-out chance right there. Again, for a bowler, it's fairly difficult. I don't necessarily blame the bowler because, again, the bowler has to run and then throw it back to the wicketkeeper. So, again, there is that the timing issue in it of itself. So, a good attempt by Preet. Just unfortunate that they were not able to get another wicket from a run-out. But I think this is his 4th delivery. So his 2nd last delivery of the over for 102 runs for the loss of only 1 wicket. Arsak FCA. Preet down for Toronto Slicers. That's another wide delivery. That's a wide delivery. Arsak FCA would be more than happy to concede these deliveries. If they cannot play Preet's deliveries, they would be more than happy to take extra runs from the wide deliveries. Now, change of sides. Oh, that's a good shot. That's a good shot. Oh, that's a boundary right there. A boundary conceded in the 44th delivery. So Arsak FCA, 107 runs for the loss of only 1 wicket. And Tariq, what's concerning here is that the wickets column is only in a single digit right now, and we definitely Toronto Slicers DC definitely need more wickets in order to put the pressure back on Arsak FCA.
Definitely, without the wickets, we can easily see that any 230 plus score here on the board. And Ashish is playing pretty well right now. Another good shot towards mid wicket for a boundary. It's again raining boundaries, and like this, because of these extra deliveries he has bowled, his over would have been finished 2-3 balls ago. And just because he bowled 3 wide deliveries, last 2 balls were considered meant for 4, and his figures are now ruined. 13 runs in this over.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, the 13 runs, even though it was fairly decent over by Preet, he was trying to pull the run rate back, but unfortunately, due to the extras, it gave the batsman extra time to read him, extra time to actually study and take a look at where he's throwing, what areas is he throwing the ball at, so that they can score the boundary. Again, the 2 boundaries at the end of the last 2 deliveries just ruined the over along with the extras. But otherwise, Preet was not a bad over necessarily. However, it just became expensive at the end. So 111 runs for the loss of only 1 wicket. And there are only 45 deliveries with 55 deliveries to go and 9 wickets in hand. And the run rate per ball is 2.47 runs per ball. Right, now I'm guessing there's a change of ball.
Yeah, there's a change of ball, I think, because it rained in the evening today for, I think, half an hour. Ground is slightly wet today. So umpire has decided to change the ball to make it fair for both the teams. We will now take a quick ad break, and then we'll come back shortly.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Arsak FCA is batting today, 111 for 1. So 1-1-1, 4 ones over here. 45 deliveries in this 100-ball game. And Arsak FCA is giving Toronto Slicers a hard time. So now they've finally made another ball and change. Sarvesh bringing some pace. Ooh, that was a good bouncer. That was a very good bouncer. There was an appeal for caught behind, but the umpire was just not interested. The umpire giving the signal. One bouncer per over. So yeah, 46 deliveries gone. So another dot ball for after quite a bit of time. Kohinoor, 13 off of 7. Sarvesh in. Ooh. Now that's a top edge. And back to the wicketkeeper. Kohinoor has been dismissed by Sarvesh. Kohinoor has to depart for 13 runs off of 8 deliveries. So Arsak FCA have lost their second wicket on the 47 deliveries. So Kohinoor goes. It was a good delivery by Sarvesh that led to the top edge, and Sehaj, the wicketkeeper, catching Kohinoor's the top edge given by Kohinoor. And then now suddenly I think we can see a change of the momentum of the game. So we've had a dot delivery and a wicket in this over so far.
And this is what happens when you rotate your bowlers nicely, because I just noticed that Sarvesh is not bowling express pace. He's bowling slow bouncers. The first bouncer was a slow one as well, and this one was also a slow one. Kohinoor was expecting a fast bouncer. That's why he was too early on his shot, and ended up with a very easy catch for the wicketkeeper. The next batsman on the crease is Khalilullah. I don't know much about this player, but because he came 2 down, I would expect him to play like that as well.
Yeah, no, as a number 4 batsman, you have to consolidate the innings at this stage. As played the shot, and I think they're happy with the single. So Khalilullah Inam is off the mark already. And that brings Ashish to strike. And Ashish is 43 of 19 deliveries. So Ashish is the second man who's remaining from the opening pair. So we've had Deepak that was dismissed. Deep was dismissed for 46 runs earlier. Then we had Kohinoor was dismissed for 13 runs. So now Ashish over here, he is the set batsman or set batter. And I think he's looking at the areas on where he can hit next. Sarvesh down. Okay. Only a single. Yeah, so very good deliveries by Sarvesh.
I know, and this is what wickets do, because now Ashish is feeling the pressure because he knows that if his wicket falls at this time, it's going to put pressure back on FCA. So he has to be watchful now. He cannot play the way he was playing before. He has to slow down now to make sure that other batsmen get settled. So this is what wickets do. If Toronto Slicers are able to take another wicket of Ashish, then we can have a good game.
Yeah, it would definitely be interesting. Oh, that just beat the wicketkeeper. That just went for a bye. That is just unlucky. That is just very unlucky for Sarvesh over there. That was a brilliant delivery. It just did not the keeper was not able to read it, and Khalilullah Enam was safe. And I think this has been signaled buys for 4 runs. So, yeah, Khalilullah Enam, it's only his second delivery. He's only on 1 right now. And 50 deliveries have gone. So half the innings has been done. And 117 runs with just 2 wickets.
So they have taken the power surge right away after the 50th ball. We'll just display the sign on the board now, on the screen now.
Power surge activated.
So for our viewers, like for the next 2 overs, Toronto Slicers have to bring their fielders inside the inner circle. Only 2 fielders can be outside the inner circle for the next 2 overs. It will be interesting to see which 2 fielders they were going to keep outside, because Ashish is a fully set batsman. Right now he is going to be on strike. I just want to say that Sarvesh last over was amazing. Gave away only 2 runs off the bat. And just because of a small mistake from the wicketkeeper, it was a bye.
Absolutely. It was it just like that. A boundary just ruins a very good over, generally speaking. Again, the boundary is deceptive. So Sarvesh was bowling brilliantly. So I do definitely want to see what he brings in the next over. So right now, there's another bowling change. Parth, he is, setting himself up to be ready. Ashish on strike, 44 runs off of 20 deliveries. So Ashish and Parth are going to go head to head. All right, that's a shot. It goes high up. Oh, that is dropped. That has been dropped. That should have been taken. Tariq, that should have been taken. And that gives Ashish how many runs? We have 2 more runs to Ashish. So he is now on 46 of 21. So he must be breathing a sigh of relief.
I think this is a turning point of the game, because if this catch could have changed the game towards Toronto Slicers' favor.
Absolutely. You cannot let go of chances like that. That's another shot. It's gone high up in the air, but there's no fielder. And that goes for a boundary. So that's 4 more. Oh, it's 4 or?
Yeah, it's a 4.
It's a 4, okay.
And that...
yeah, 120. That completes his 50. So, Ashish M, 50 runs off of 22 deliveries. So, 50 runs. So, that is a very good milestone in 100-ball cricket. Ashish, at this point, can only continue the momentum. And right now, had he just survived, that was a catch that dropped. So fortune favors the brave. So Ashish is just going right now. All right, that was a nice delivery, a dot delivery from Parth. Yeah, Ashish is taking advantage of the power surge from the first 2 deliveries, a double and a boundary. And again, he just got saved by a catch that should have been taken. But again, Ashish, he is on 50 off of 23 deliveries. Parth coming down. Oh, that's up in the air. That's up in the air. Oh no, up too far. Fielder was way too short. And I think Ashish would be happy with a double. 54 deliveries gone, 125 for 2. And the last delivery of this over. All right, that's flicked on that side. The keeper chases it. And that is an easy single from Ashish. And Arsak FCA 126 for 2.
That's right. I feel bad for Parth because of the very first delivery catch was dropped, and he just conceded only one boundary, considering Ashish was fully set. So for me, it was a decent over in the power surge by Parth. He was very unlucky. It could have been 2-3 runs over had that catch been taken, but unfortunately that catch was dropped and Ashish is still there. But as you said, that fortune favors the brave. Ashish is playing bravely, like all the shots in the box, like he has played, and he knows that the team needs to put a big total on the board in order to get some bonus points if they win.
Yeah, notice, Tariq, the run rate has dropped from 2.67 per delivery to 2.29. So this could be it. Sarvish off of here. This should be a catch. And it has been dropped again. Again, it has been dropped. And that's 2 runs. There's an appeal for a run out. That's a lot of drama that just happened here on the 56th delivery of this innings. I feel like, Tariq, that catch should have been taken.
I know this is the second drop by the same fielder. I mean, he must be cursing himself right now. He doesn't want to be on the ground.
Absolutely. And again, it doesn't help that we have the night lights. Oh, yeah, that was a shot, but it felt short of the keeper. That could have been a catch, but again, it was well short. 129 runs. That's a single. Ashish, the set batter over here. He is now on 55 off 27 deliveries. And right now, Sarvesh had 2 excellent deliveries so far. But, we have, even though the run rate has dropped, there were 2 good chances over there. Now, Sarvesh down the track. Oh, brilliant delivery. Thrown at the right area. And it was the good length. It was a full-length delivery. And Khalilullah Inam could not read that delivery, and he tried to play that shot, but completely missed the ball.
Yeah, and interesting to see a little bit swing on the ball as well, because after seeing Sarvesh, I'm thinking that why didn't he bowl that with the new ball?
Absolutely. So I'm a little surprised myself too. So Sarvesh down the track. Ooh, that was a full toss. That was a no ball. That's a no ball. You cannot bowl deliveries. This is going to result in a free hit. So, folks, a free hit is when a bowler bowls a no ball. The batter has the chance to hit the delivery, but he cannot be caught out. So that gives us an extra run of 100. So it's 130 for 2, 58 deliveries. So this is the free hit delivery. Wide deliveries. Tariq, is the free hit still in play?
Yes, it is until there's a legal delivery. If he keeps bowling wide or no ball, free hit is still active.
Yeah, so the free hit is still active. So Sarvesh, that was not a very good delivery for a free hit delivery.
And it's a good opportunity for Khalilullah Inam to get settled as well, because in this ball he cannot get out, so he can place a big shot and get settled with the wickets.
So I see, okay, no, this has been caught, but it is still, it's a free hit. It was a free hit delivery, so it's just an easy single. So 132 for 2 off 59 deliveries. And again, I'm seeing here that Khalilullah Inam is struggling because he's only scored 2 runs off of 5 deliveries. And he was able to get 2 deliveries. It was just only able to get a free hit delivery, but was not able to make an impact. So Sarvesh down the track. Ashish on strike. That's up in the air. Fielders converging. And that has been dropped again. Again, that has been dropped. What is happening to Toronto Slicers fielding over here? 60th delivery. That was another chance. Another chance. 133 for 2. That could have been 132 for 3.
I just want to bang my head on this commentary table, man. Seriously, you can't do that. Ashish Mahajan has got like 3 chances in the last 6 deliveries he has faced. Even after the no ball and the white ball, Sarvesh ended up giving only 7 runs in the power play, power surge. Like this catch could have been taken. Like I mean, what are you doing, Toronto Slicers? You need to win this game. You need, if you want to win this, you need to take these catches, especially of Ashish Mahajan. He can destroy you from here.
Absolutely. Now, Ashish Mahaj is still on strike, and he is on 56 off 28 deliveries. Strike rate of 200. Oh, there's a brilliant delivery by Parth. Swings and a miss. And, you know, I even though the run rate has dropped, the wickets column needs to increase as well, because these catches win matches. There's the saying in cricket, catches win matches. And if you're not going to take these catches, how can you expect to, that's another brilliant delivery. Brilliant delivery by Parth. Oh, well, that's a wide ball. Okay, looked like a brilliant delivery, but it's a wide. So it was just a swing and a miss. 61 deliveries, 134 runs, and only 2 wickets down. Now we're starting to see the batters are starting to struggle a little bit. Oh, that's high up in the air. That's high up in the air. Should be taken. No. That's a 6. That's a 6 from Ashish. 62 runs off of 32 deliveries.
This is what happens, Mustafa, when you give chances to batsmen like Ashish. Not 1, not 2. You have dropped 3 catches of Ashish Mahajan, and any more boundaries that will come from Ashish will haunt the fielders who have dropped the catch.
Absolutely. Now Parth's coming down again. Oh, that's a good shot. Oh, that the fielder were not able to stop that ball. So it's a 4 runs, 144 runs on only 2 wickets down. And again, Tariq and I were just discussing that the wickets column, the reason it's still at 2 right now, there were 3 dropped chances in the last 10 or so deliveries.
I know, and I feel really bad for the bowlers, because after drop catch, obviously the batsman will hit you for boundaries in 100-ball game. So had that catches been taken, like Ashish was back in the pavilion, and 2 new batters will be on the strike. Khalilullah already is struggling, and you don't know what the next batsman will do.
Absolutely. So yeah, no, if you can topple the top order, then you expose the middle order, and the middle order has to take some time to settle in. And we are now at 64 deliveries, 144 for 2. And Parth coming down the track. That's a wide delivery. That's a wide delivery. No, there's just like Toronto Slices are leaking too many runs. Even though the run rate is down to 2.27 per delivery. This has been a league. There have been too many drop catches and too many leaked runs. Parth down the track. Ashish. Oh, that should have been a single. It's a boundary. It's a boundary. That should have just been an easy single. It's been a boundary. So Toronto Slicers, it's a nightmare for them on the field.
I have no words, Mustafa, for this kind of fielding at this level. I don't know what they are doing. They are not even dropping the catches. They are also like misfielding. Like all the efforts Parth and Sarvesh have put with the bowling, everything is taken away by the poor fielding.
Yeah, no, not only do you have to take catches, but you also have to stop the boundaries as well, too. And in order to dry up the runs, there's 2 ways to put pressure on the batting side when you're fielding. Either by, you have to either stop the flow of the runs, or you have to take wickets.
And I would like to thank all our sponsors, our title sponsor, Revel Realty, Abe Mathur, and all our proud sponsors you can see on the screen. Thank you so much for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Your support is very appreciated. Like, we really appreciate your support. Back live, sorry.
Yep, that was a good, decent delivery, but, the fielder's chasing. The chase is on. Is he going to be able to stop it? Yep, he is able to stop it. So that's 2 runs for Khalilullah Inam. So some more runs for Khalilullah, who is still struggling. Only 4 runs off of 6 deliveries. And, he has I think he needs to get going if in order for Arsak FC in order to contribute to Arsak FCA. So Sarvesh down the track again. That's a good shot. That's a good shot, and that's a boundary. So Khalilullah Inam is getting, his confidence is increasing the more time he spends on the field. So that's 8 runs off 7 deliveries. He was struggling earlier, but this is what happens when you spend some time on the field. You are able to, get set, as the terminology goes. Sarvesh down the track again. It's a very good delivery. Only a single, and they would be happy with a single. And it brings Ashish back on strike, who is 70 runs off of 33 deliveries. Now, we were just talking earlier that Ashish should score a 50. Now, what do you think, Tarek? Is he going to score 100?
Yeah, a couple of more drop catches and definitely.
Definitely, we definitely need a few more drop catches, guys. So, Toronto Slicers baller up. Sarvesh down the track again, only a single. So, 71 runs off of 34 deliveries for Ashish. And right now, the scoreboard is still ticking, 157 for the loss of only 2 wickets. And we have only 31 deliveries remaining. So, what do you think the strategy should be for Arsak FCA at this point?
I think they should target 230 plus from here because they have 8 wickets in hand and the fielding is poor as well. So, see, like they cannot even pick a clean ball. Not even a single clean pickup we have seen.
Absolutely. No, Toronto Slicers fielding has struggled, immensely struggled. Given the fact that there were 3 drop chances, there was a boundary that was let go, and even here, we're seeing examples of the fielder not being able to stop the ball right on time. So right now we have on our screen the sponsors. We are going to thank our sponsor over here. And now back to the action. Preet is back on the attack. And now Preet has ball 2 over so far. 19 for 1. Khalila Inam on strike. 158 for 2. 70 deliveries have already gone. That's a good delivery. Stopped by the fielder. Easy single for Khalilullah Inam. Now Ashish is back on strike, the danger man. 71 off 34, and the score 159 for the loss of only 2 wickets. Changing. Oh, that was just missed by the keeper. That was an easy buy. It was a brilliant delivery. Brilliant delivery by Preet.
That was a stump chance goes bagging as well. Ashish was down the wicket and he left his crease, but keeper just missed that one. And another opportunity goes bagging. Another surprising thing I see is that they still have 5 fielders inside the circle.
Oh yes, even though the power surge is over, we still have 5 fielders in the circle. All right. Oh, that was brilliant delivery by Preet. So he has only conceded 2 runs off of the 3 deliveries that he has balled. 73 balls, 160 for 2. Preet again. Oh, was that a chance? This is a swing and a miss, and the keeper grabs it. The run rate, look at the run rate, Tariq. It has dropped down again, 2.16 per delivery. 74 balls, 160 for 2. Oh my gosh, a big shot. But, fielder catches it, 161 for 2 off 75 deliveries. This is a good over by Preet, only conceding 3 runs so far. Yeah, 3 runs. This is definitely should be celebrated, especially in 100-ball cricket and white ball cricket. Given the influx of 100-ball cricket from England to all over the world, T20 cricket, Hong Kong sixes, even ODI. Generally speaking, only in an ODI would you see 3 or 4 runs as normal. But given that the shorter formats, conceding 6 runs or less is in of itself a very good over.
Yeah, and I would consider that over a brilliant over because he could have gotten another wicket in that over of Ashish, the big dangerous person who's playing right now on 71. Uh, he's definitely eyeing a century from here because he still has 25 balls to go and he needs to make 29 runs.
Absolutely. We have 25 deliveries left in the entire innings. Khalilullah Inam, 12 off 13. He's still struggling. Ah! That's a straight! That was bowled right there! Finally! Abhinav takes the wicket of Khalilullah Inam. 76 delivery.
So why Abhinav was bowling medium pace in the beginning when he could bowl that good spin? The third over he's bowling a spin, but the first 3 overs he bowled within the power play was very expensive. If he could bowl like that, I would any day tell him to stick with that.
Absolutely. That was a bit of a surprise. I understand that there are multiple skills. If you have multiple skills, that can be useful. But sometimes you have to specialize in one particular field. Like, again, I know there's the influx of all-rounders in cricket, but we are seeing a sort of like, a shortfall of pure batters or pure bowlers.
Absolutely, and this spin bowling from Abhinav shows that he's too much under pressure because of the 3 bad overs he bowled in the beginning. But now fourth one is pretty decent.
That is a terrible delivery. That was a terrible delivery. Stopped by the fielder. I got lucky. Oh, there's a run out chance. No, easy 2. That's 2 runs. Travis B has and that was a no ball as well too. That's like 3 extra runs right there. Travis already off the mark, 2 runs. All right, so good delivery, so no free hit. 77 deliveries, 164 for 3. Not a bad over minus the no ball from Abhinav. Oh, that's an appeal for an LBW, but I think it's going down to the leg side, off of leg stump, that is. Unfortunately, we do not have the umpire review system. ICC, please give us some funds.
That is in the pipeline. You can see that next year.
Yeah, absolutely. ICC, we have our bowl ready over here. So, definitely Abhinav with the delivery. Okay, so a batsman attempted to hit a big shot. I think this should only be a single. They're coming back for the second. Easy 2. Very easy 2 for Ashish. $167 for the loss of only 3 wickets. And Travis over here has already made an impact. He's already off the mark. Ashish, 73 off of 36 deliveries. He's brilliantly stopped. Brilliantly stopped by Abhinav. It was a brilliant over. Brilliant over. A wicket and only 4 runs conceded. So the run rate per ball, and notice, viewers, that has dropped again to 2.09. So from 20 deliveries, do you see this score, Tariq, to cross 200?
Like we were initially thinking that they will score 250 plus, but after loss of couple of wickets, the run rate has gone down. And just imagine if the first catch of Ashish was taken, then Toronto Slicers would be aiming for a win now. But I think still, because Ashish is on strike, still not dismissed, I believe 200 is on the board.
Yeah, 200 could be on the board, but right now Travis is on strike. He hits it, but it lands safely between the fielders. Had there been a fielder there, I think that could have been caught. If I'm putting a little faith in Toronto Slicer fielding, that is. But that was a single, 168 for 3. Preet has also bowled brilliantly so far. So he's also held back the runs Ashish on strike. That was not a very good delivery. And that has gone all the way for a 6. That has gone also into the parking lot as well, too. That was a long 6.
That was a rare bad delivery by Preet. He was bowling really well for the first 3 overs he bowled, but this was a low full toss for a set batsman. That was not on the cards. I believe the ball maybe slipped from his hand because he didn't bowl any bad ball so far.
Yeah, Ashish is definitely on 79 off of 38. So he is accelerating at more than a 200 plus strike rate. And he, with this 6 over here, he has reached 79 runs and only 21 runs away from 100. However, if that is possible, because right now we only have 18 deliveries left in the entire innings. So it's been a brilliant innings by Ashish. However, 100 is definitely difficult on the cards, but you never know. Preet down. Oh, this is a shot. And that's another boundary by Ashish. I think he is going for that 100. Tariq, I think he is going for that 100 because now he's 83 off 39 deliveries.
Definitely, like it seems like he knows that he is very close to the 100, and he knows the fielding of Toronto Slicers as well, so he can just play his shots and see that what happens. But so far, he's timing it really well. Since the last 2-3 overs, he was looking off color a little bit, but now he has gotten into rhythm again.
Yeah, absolutely. At this stage, it's just accelerate and finish. This is the stage where they should and that's a brilliant shot, and that's a catch.
And a 6.
That's a 6. That could have been a great catch. That was a brilliant catch, but that was off of the boundary. That was outside the boundary line. That was such. If it were inside, if it was only inside, that would have been a brilliant catch.
Unlucky, very very unlucky
Very
here.
unlucky.
That could have been the catch of the tournament.
That would have been definitely the catch of the tournament. And it's another shot. Ashish is on fire. And that was a misfield and another boundary. 188 runs. And Ashish over here, 93 runs off 41 deliveries. I think we're only 7 runs away. So 2 strokes away from the 3 figures.
Yeah, amazing batting, superb hitting by Ashish. We have no words for that. Like, we are short of words because of this brilliant inning. Even though he got some chances, but you can't take away the brilliant hitting, explosive batting by Ashish. The brave mindset he has. He's unstoppable right now. Like 100 at one point, we were thinking that maybe he won't be able to reach 100, but last over was amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing last over. Now, Inder K coming in with some pace. Should be stopped by the fielder. Easy single. And I think Travis, he moves on to 4 runs of 5 deliveries, and Ashish is back on strike. All right. Oh, that's a wide delivery. That's a wide area, 119 runs. Off of so I think a 200 is definitely on the card since we have 14 deliveries to go, unless Toronto Slicers picks a very interesting trick off of their hat. I see the score go crossing 200, and that's a brilliant shot. Can it be taken? No, it goes all the way for a 6. Ashish is on 99 off 42 deliveries. That takes Arsak FCA to 196 for the loss of 3 wickets. And Ashish on 99 with 6 sixes and 11 fours.
Amazing clean hitting by Ashish. Like, I know him really well since last few years. I have seen him batting. And he is one of the batsmen you want to get out right away. And if you give them chances, that's what you get.
And then he comes on the track. He's going to go for his single. And that brings up 100. A brilliant 100. A brilliant 100 by Ashish. And representing Arsak FCA. And that leads the score up to 197 for 3. All right. So Inder K. That's looks like a full toss, full delivery. And that's an easy single. 89 deliveries, 198 for 3. Travis B still struggling, 5 off of 6. But Ashish, brilliant innings in 43 deliveries, reached triple figures.
Yeah, and you know that if other batsmen, none of them other than Deep and Ashish were looking in good colors.
And that should have been taken.
Another drop catch.
Another drop catch, that should have been taken. I had a samosa in my mouth. That should have been taken. Your catch was brilliant. Your catch was brilliant. So they have already crossed 200 by that misfield.
Yeah, 200 up. What I was saying is that other than Ashish and Deep, other batsmen are not looking in good touch.
Oh, that's
And
a
that
hit. That was hit.
Poor ball.
That was a very poor delivery and off on the 491 balls, 204 for 3. So this is like the 19th over of our 100-ball format. So in the 19th over and 91st delivery, 204 runs and with the loss of only 3 wickets. So these are not the kind of deliveries you want to ball, Tariq.
Absolutely. This is not the right length to a batsman who's already struggling. Travis was not able to time the ball, but you're giving him a lollipop delivery. Nobody will leave this ball alone.
Absolutely. Oh, it was a better delivery inside edge. Now the run rate has climbed back up to 2.22. Right now, I know it fell back to 2.09, but then it has climbed back up again. So Arsak SCA has accelerated. And there came down the track. That's a big hit. Falls short of the fielder. Only a single.
I don't know if the ball is really hot or something. They can't even pick it up.
Absolutely. I think it could be that the ball is on fire right now.
Yes, absolutely. Lovely to watch, Ashish.
All right.
Love.
That's another brilliant shot. Brilliant shot from Ashish. 209 for 3. Tariq, he is on fire. 106 off of 45 deliveries.
Our beaver is also tired, like by showing the boundary signs every single ball.
If only our beaver was alive and actually not animated, he would have been very tired of these signs as well too, and we would have had to pay him overtime.
Absolutely. I think that this is the first time our beaver has to come on the screen that much time. Every over, I think 3 times he's coming on the screen. He's getting the full footage,
Absolutely. We'll make sure our beaver is paid on time. Now, in there with the delivery. Swing and a miss. Very good delivery. Thrown in the right area. So this is how you... a good comeback from Inder K. So, 209 for 3, and we have 5 deliveries to go. So, Tariq, what is the projected score given they have 7 wickets in hand and 5 deliveries to go?
For me, I think it depends upon how many balls Ashish is going to face in the last over, because Travis is not looking in that good form right now to me. If he gives away a single on the very first delivery and next 4 ball Ashish faces, then 230 is on the board.
Yeah, absolutely. Sarvesh. Oh, that's a brilliant bold. Travis B has been dismissed. That was a brilliant full-length delivery. And our beaver, I know it is upsetting to see someone go, but given the brilliant bowling, some wickets just had to fall.
And Sarvesh decided to do it himself because he knew that if it goes in the air, it's going to be a drop catch. So he did it by bowling him clean bowl. And Sarvesh is the fielder who actually took a blinder on the outside field, mid-on boundary, but unfortunately went over the rope. But the one-handed catch taken by him, like we couldn't show you that clearly on the camera, but that was amazing. That could have been the catch of the tournament. So Sarvesh bowled pretty well, and he's fielding well as well. And I think that he's gonna bat as well. So he's the only player who's playing for Toronto Slicers.
I, I have no words. I don't know if it's he's an all rounder. Sarvesh is an all rounder. Okay. So Sarvesh down the track. That's a good delivery, but it's sliced. Oh, that was missed, and that was a little difficult. But I think I gave the fielder the benefit of the doubt. And hey, they're going for another run. That's a missed run out. That's a missed chance for a run out. That was how many runs did they run?
They run 3, and that was a good move because they wanted Ashish to come back on strike. Good move by Randeep by running 3 runs off this ball. Uh, because Ashish should face all the last 3 deliveries for FCA to score anything over 225 or something. But Sarvesh has bowled brilliantly. Only 21 runs given of 17 deliveries after the team has conceded 212 already.
Absolutely. Now down the track. That was a full toss. Oh no, that just is that a catch? That's out. Oh no, no ball. That's a no ball and a 6. No ball and a 6. That could have been a brilliant catch, but no, it's a no ball and a 6. Unfortunately, it's also going to be a free hit. 97 deliveries and 219 for 4. That just ruins what so far was a brilliant spell by Sarvesh. Sarvesh coming down the track again. Ashish ready. And now the ball just slipped out of the hand. That should be a dead ball. That should not be counted. Yeah, I think the the ball has slipped. There's a bit of a dew on the ball, and we're given that the ball can get slippery. And right now we only have 3 deliveries to go. 219 for 4. It's a free hit delivery.
I think the bowling team needs to have towel with them. They don't have. I don't see any towel with any bowler. I just saw one with Preet, but now with the fast bowler, they should have towel with them.
Absolutely. Now Sarvesh down the track as a decent delivery. Is it a catch? No, that's all the way for a 6. Ashish is on fire again. 118 runs, 48 deliveries faced only, and the Arsak FCA has now 225 runs on the board thanks to Ashish's brilliant innings.
Absolutely, Ashish was amazing today. Like clean hitting with power. Like after staying there since ball 1, he still doesn't look tired to me.
Absolutely. I think he can still go another 60 deliveries or, unless you want to turn this into a test match, then we can make him bat for the entire night.
Absolutely. Last 2 balls left. There's a big shot. The fielder is underneath it. And he dropped again.
That was another missed chance. That was another chance. You can't miss those chances. We could have dismissed Ashish over there, but Sarvesh has tried and tried again, but his fielders have constantly disappointed. 227 runs with the loss of only 4 wickets. Last delivery of the innings. Swing and a miss, and that's a brilliant way for Sarvesh to end his over. That was a brilliant over. Unlucky, but Ashish finishes 120 runs off 50 balls. And the final score, we were predicting 230 earlier, but now it's 227 for 4.
I think with the bowling lineup Arsak FCA has, this is a very big score to chase. You can see on your screen the batting scorecard. Ashish Mahajan, 120 not out of 50 deliveries. Amazing clean hitting. Good batting by Deep Patel in the beginning as well. 46 of 20. Kohinoor Kalia, 13 of 8. 12 of 14 by Khalilullah Inam. Travis Bryan, 10 runs of 10 deliveries. And Randeep Datta, 3 runs not out of 1 ball. And I think you don't want to see the bowling scorecard, right?
Absolutely, we don't want to. They've used 7 bowlers. Abhinav Mittal, 37 runs with only 1 wicket. Jatan Chaudhary, 15 deliveries. He's conceded 47 runs. Preet Singh conceding 42 runs off of the 20 deliveries. Harmandeep Singh also struggled with 12 runs. Sarvesh was the standout of the bowlers, taking 2 wickets, 36 runs. Had a lot of catching opportunities, but just were not taken. Parth Sharma as well did nothing in the wickets column for either Inder Kant as well too. Preet Singh did also bowl brilliantly with 1 wicket, but again, those extras, those dropped catches, those missed chances. Here we see the follow wickets. 81, they lost the first wicket. 111, the second. On 61, the third. And then 219 for the fourth. So, so Toronto Slicers have a big task. They have 228 runs to win from 100 deliveries. We will be back, ladies and gentlemen.
So innings break. I'll just play
Innings
anyway.
break.
Lovely. It was amazing.
It was amazing, yeah. ऐड जाएंगे हाँ कैसे है अंकल ठीक ठाक
इसी में बात करना था
अभी तो innings break पे innings break.
नहीं वैसे इसको कर लो तो आपकी तो रिकॉर्डिंग चल रही है
हाँ हाँ.
आप अपने वही कैमरा लगाओ कैमरा लगाओ कैमरा लगाओ और उसके बाद जो है ना
तो इस कैमरे पे ना सामने आके बात करो. हाँ यहाँ बैठ के अंधेरे में.
मैं आपको बताऊँ हाँ आपने कभी अप्रोच किया और बताया आप काम क्या करते हैं नहीं it's very important because these are the things that you miss. He owns what a cake. What a cake comes. अच्छा right? अच्छा ये बहुत अच्छे केक बनाते हैं GT20 का भी केक इन्होंने बनाया है फ्री काम क्या अच्छा राइट और क्या क्या बनाते हैं इनके पास स्पेशल केक अच्छा और इनकी मार्केटिंग जो है वो जीरो ये पर्सनल रेफरेंस पे चलती है अच्छा पर्सनल रेफरेंस पर भी जो ओनर्स हैं जो रेस्टोरेंट है उन्होंने एक रेस्टोरेंट ओनर को मैंने गलती से बोल दिया था उसका नाम था लाहौरी केक वो इसके पीछे पड़ गया आप इनकी कभी कोई मदद कर सकते हैं कैसे करें इनको कोई प्लान बना के भी इसमें केक्स बनाएं क्या तो आपके पास हो कितने दिन चलते हैं आपके ये स्पेशलिटी केक बनाते हैं जैसे ग्राउंड बना के देते हैं और पता नहीं हमें तो अभी कोई चीज़ चाहिए वो हमें जो भी दे ये बंदे तो वहाँ पे तो देखिए ऐसी चीज़ जो ऑपरेशन मतलब गर्म करनी है ठंडी करनी है फ्रोजन है चलेगा नॉन फ्रोजन है तो वो ये कि अगर कोई चीज़ ऐसी बनती है कि जो स्पेशलिटी केक ऑर्डर्स होते हैं अगर आपके रेस्टोरेंट बुकिंग कराते हैं तो उसके
वो मैं बता रहा हूँ मैं कस्टम मेरा असल में मेनली कस्टम केक जो होते हैं वो मेरा ज़्यादा जैसे लाइक आप बता ये वाला खाना खाना तो अच्छा डेजर्ट से ज़्यादा तो मेरा ये जो इसलिए मैं कहता हूँ कि इनकी एवरेज कॉस्ट क्या होती है ना कोक की जैसे अब अगर मुझे ये बनाया मैंने अगर ये मैं 300 कार्ड चेक कार्ड करता हूँ ये तो ज़्यादा महंगा था ये पूरा रियल टाइम वो मुझे गॉडजिला बनाना था तो ये आई थिंक 500 का बाकी सस्ते सारे सस्ते भी होते हैं 150 का था ज़्यादा काम नहीं होता सिंपल केक ये 300
उसमें बड़ा आई कैन डू आपके लिए अगर आप चाहते हैं कैटलॉग बना सकते हैं तो वो आप बना के दे दें तो मैं जो हमारे हाईवे पे यूजली नीचे पार्टी होती है तो वो हमसे पूछते हैं वीडियोस का कि भाई फोटोग्राफर को जानते हैं कि तो डेकोरेशन के लिए तो वी कैन डेफिनेटली रेफर यू डायरेक्टली टू
हाँ वो क्या हुआ जैसे इनके हाईवे रांची हाईवे के राइट के पार्टी होती है, वहाँ पे लोग
हाँ,
पूछते हैं, तो वहाँ
हाँ।
पे अगर फ्लायर हमें दे दूँ तो
हाँ, तो आपको कार्ड्स अपने घर में
हाँ,
चाहिए,
मतलब
आपको
वो
the
कुछ
flyers
चीज़ दे दे,
बनाने
तो वहाँ पे
चाहिए।
हम दे देंगे,
उसके
डायरेक्ट
अलावा
आपको
अगर
दे
आप कोई डिजर्ट्स बना सकते हैं तो आप इनको डिजर्ट्स जितनी भी क्वांटिटी में आप बना सकते हैं, जो उसकी लाइफ 2 दिन 3 दिन होती है।
कि हमारे पास जो फूड कोर्ट शोकेस है उसमें हमने थोड़ा सा सिस्टम ही किया हुआ है कि जो लोकल फैमिली वगैरह हैं वो हमें मिल्क केक वगैरह बना के देते हैं, वो वहाँ पे रख देते हैं, वो जब उनका बिक जाता है तो वो आके उसको
कंसाइनमेंट बेसिस के ऊपर करते हैं,
वो
इसको कंसाइनमेंट बेसिस
वो
कम से कम 6-7 दिन तक चलना चाहिए।
हाँ,
मिनिमम 1 वीक to 2 वीक की जो है ना वो होनी चाहिए।
कुछ ऐसा कोई
अच्छा,
आइटम
आप आ रहे हैं कैमरे पे आप लोग चारों लोग?
नहीं, आप कमेंट्री बॉक्स में
कमेंट्री बॉक्स में फायदा नहीं ना, इनिंग्स ब्रेक है, अंधेरा
माइक उठा लो,
सामने लाइट है, बैकग्राउंड में इनिंग्स मैच भी नहीं चल रहा। आपको
अपनी
mic-
बात हो जाएगी ना मैच करके क्या
तो आपको आप किसको बुला रहे हैं?
मैं कह रहा हूँ आप करें, मैं कैमरा ऑपरेट करता हूँ।
नहीं, हम कैमरा वाले को बुला लेना, तला को।
तो मैं करूँ?
एबी को बुला ले।
अच्छा, एबी को बुला लेता हूँ, लेकिन वो कैमरा खाली वो खाली एक
कैमरा
सेट
कुछ नहीं करना,
सिर्फ सेट करना है बस,
ये भाई
जूम आउट थोड़ा करना है, थोड़ा आप लोग जाए खड़े,
खड़ा करो सबको।
आप लोग खड़े हो, मैं सेट कर दूँ।
चाय पराठा ओरिजिनल के पूरा
इनको चाय पराठा और
मैं इसलिए आपको कह रहा हूँ ना, आप इंट्रोडक्शन सही से दे देंगे ना तीनों का।
मेरा तो हो चुका, आपका
नहीं, आपका कहाँ हुआ? आपको इनको बिठाया इन्होंने, कमेंट्री भी नहीं की मेरे साथ, कमेंट्री भी नहीं की, बैठ के चले गए थे।
तला ने कर लिया था।
आप कमेंट्री पे क्यों नहीं आए?
मैंने कहा आज तक कमेंट्री नहीं।
नहीं, आपको ऐसे बैठेंगे ना, वो वहाँ आपसे थोड़ा सा हिस्ट्री पूछेंगे प्लेयर की।
मैं किसी को नहीं जानता सर।
नहीं नहीं, तो ये स्टाइल
थोड़े पहले पुरानी बातें हो
पास
गई।
के जैसा है या इनका यार कैसे
मैं कह रहा हूँ आप, इसलिए मैं आपको बोल रहा हूँ आप सही अच्छा इंट्रोडक्शन दे देंगे, तीनों में टर्निंग मिस ना करूँ।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
यही है।
और मैं 50 रन पहले कैच छोड़ दिया उसका।
अबे यार कितने क्या छोड़े, 4 से 5 के
चाहता था ऐसे हार जाएगा।
तो कैच पकड़ेंगे तो हार जाएंगे। यार ये पकड़ में खाना तो खाऊं, एक खाता मुझे कि फिर मैं
म्यूट है ना?
I think easier to catch, I think. Easier to ball and bat too.
And these ones which are lighter and bigger, they really come and hit you hard in your palm.
हाँ मेरे पे इस पे बाउंस भी ज़्यादा है, इसकी काफ़ी अच्छी बाउंस है इसकी।
You know what's amazing over sitting over here? I can't imagine myself कि कभी हम लोग पूरे दिन बैठ के खेल रहे होते हैं। अब वो शॉट आ रहा था, मेरी यहाँ पट रही थी कि यार बॉल आ रही है।
वो कुछ कर रहे थे?
मैंने गिव यू थम्स अप, जस्ट अनम्यूट इट, यू नो, अनम्यूट म्यूट हो ना, जस्ट
म्यूट
अनम्यूट
किधर है?
माउस उधर ही है, देखो ये नीचे, ये म्यूट हो ना,
हाँ,
लास्ट लास्ट
अच्छा लास्ट वन है,
उसको आप अनम्यूट कर देना जब मैं बोलूँगा आपको। मैं करूँ? ऐसा हमने कभी नहीं देखा।
आजा ना यार। अबे आजा आजा।
आए ना प्लीज।
मैं स्टार्ट करूँगा, फिर इंट्रोडक्शन आप देगा। मैं
की रेस्टोरेंट इंडस्ट्री जमा हो गई। वो क्या नाम है उसका?
एबी
उस पे तो
ग्रैब द कैमरा।
उस पे तो लाइव पे फीड पे तो लो मैं। हाँ हाँ।
ये लाइव है क्या?
हाँ तो फिर कर दो। Abby, not doing your job, man.
एबी टेक द रील आल्सो, टेक द रील आल्सो, फोन आल्सो। वेयर इज योर फोन? लाइव एंड फोन बोथ टुगेदर। तो आ जाओ, सब आ जाओ।
फिर ये कैमरे के स्टैंड मैंने रेकमेंड किया
ये
ऊपर
लगे
30 फीट का।
आपको मैं दिखाता हूँ इसमें से।
ये जो चीज हम नहीं कर सके
आ जाएं नुमान भाई।
We are live now. Okay, good evening everyone. Unmute, yeah. Okay, good evening everyone. We have some guests here with us.
अंदर आ जाओ।
To move a little bit. Can you see us, all of us? All good? Okay guys, good evening everyone. We have some guests with us today. So Faisal bhai is going to give the introduction for all of them. I know all of them, but I would like Faisal bhai to say some nice words about them because he knows them personally. So Faisal bhai, please.
Thank you, Tariq bhai. We've got a wonderful guest here today, from the restaurant industry, from the cricket industry, from all the other businesses, and we also have a legendary player, Noman Siddiqui, here. So we'll start with Noman. Noman bhai, what do you think about the whole league?
First of all, thank you for giving me an opportunity to be here, and really appreciated your effort because it's a BCC and of course Tariq as well. So this is one of the best tournament ever I have seen in Canada. So because you guys done very well and is still doing very well, and I hope in next year you will move forward with more good entertainment and cricket as well.
Thank you.
So thank you, Faisal bhai. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Roman bhai. Then we come to the famous guy, Mr. Athar Aryan, uh, who's here, does not need any introduction. The owner of Karachi Pizza, Karachi Kebab Wala, Kebabis, and so on so forth, Mr. Athar Aryan. Sir, thank you first of all for being here and taking your time, precious and most important time when you came here with your, I know you're a busy person.
Well, it's an honor to be here, and I'm really very. I feel great while looking at all this, the management, the lighting, the everything, the setup. I think Canada needs this, and the world of cricket needs this in Canada, and the kind of setup you have brought it to us. I'm really delighted to be here. So thank you for what you're doing and the setup you have here, and I wish you lots of luck.
Thank you, Athar bhai. Thank you for all the good wishes. Now we have another guy who's right beside us, Mr. Irfan Khan, owner of Canada Limo. Guys, if you need any limo service or any drop off, cross border, anything, this is the guy to contact. Irfan bhai, what do you think about the tournament? And thank you for being here. And he's also one of our sponsors, guys.
Thank you very much for inviting me, and I really appreciate. I saw the games today. You are organizing very good.
So you're satisfied with it?
Absolutely.
Your money is coming worth?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Like another guy here, Mr. Farooq Siddiqui from Sports Trend, and he's also the owner, one of the franchisee owner of Karachi Kebab Wala and Pizza Karachi, Mr. Farooq Siddiqui. Farooq bhai.
Ji Faisal bhai, I have been here to your games many times. I have said this before, and I'll say it again. The quality of broadcasting. This is my forte, and I am extremely happy with the quality of broadcasting. I have seen all the games. If I miss to come here, I watch it on YouTube, and then also on I think it's Aj TV and Dunia TV. Amazing. Everybody's saying a lot of things about the tournament, good things, but I would just specifically talk about the production, the lights, the cameras, and I wish we can show the tower, the special 35 feet tower they have built, and every single time they build it, they put it on the camera on the top, and then they bring it down. So this is guys, this takes a lot of effort. I've been in production for 8 years. This is one of the best cricket production in Canada so far. Faisal bhai, congratulations to your team, BCC, all the management, the sponsors. Special thank to sponsors because it's very, very important for any event to have good sponsors. So Faisal bhai, good luck.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. And we have another very famous guy here, Mr. Ashar Zaidi. And Ashar Zaidi is one of the people who has a lot of information about cricket and cricketers. He's a very good host, and we are honored that he's here today to support us, and we are really proud of that, sir. Thank you. And what do you have to say about all these things?
Faisal bhai, Assalamu alaikum, and greetings to all the viewers. And first of all, thank you for inviting us here. Organizing a tournament like this, it takes lots of guts, lots of hard work, countless hours in the ground, people after you, people trying to pull you down. So I can imagine getting something like this done is like superb. I mean, whatever level, but coming here, looking at the ground, the facilities, and the way it's being conducted, I think it's a fabulous effort. I've covered cricket matches in Australia, Canada, Pakistan, India. I mean, you name the places I've been there. And I would say that this is a very commendable effort and a very strong message to all the people watching at home that this is a family activity. You can bring your kids over here. It's a nice way to spend time with family, and also gives a lot of motivation to youngsters. When they come and see the actual game, they want to be part of it. So all praises to you, sir. It's a wonderful effort.
Thank you, Ashar bhai. I would also like you to light a little bit thing on the food and the stuff and the things what we do, the way we put the music on, the way we try to entertain. What do you have to say about that?
Well, the interesting thing is that you have collected the entire GTA food community over here, the restaurant industries. And another interesting aspect is that me, Farouk Bhai, and other people who are now in the food industry, previously we were in the cricket industry. So you have sort of gathered everyone at one place. I just had some wonderful samosas, and in this cool breeze, having warm samosas with chai and biryani, I think I couldn't ask for anything more.
You didn't try that suji ka halwa yet?
I wish I was not a diabetic patient, I would have done that. But whatever we had was fabulous. I mean, it warms you up from inside.
Thank you. Thank you, Ashraf bhai. Thank you, everyone. And over to the match has already started. It's getting very exciting. Over to you guys for the game. Thank you. Shani bhai.
All right, so we're back on field. Toronto Slicers in the response, 8 deliveries, 16 runs. Abhinav on 3 of 4 deliveries. Sahil A, 11 off of 4. Up, swing and a miss. That's 9 deliveries and only 16 runs have been conceded. Rajdeep S, that was a good delivery. 3 deliveries. He's only conceded 3 runs so far. So he comes down the track. Rajdeep S. Up. Attempts at so wide. So wide. So that's 17 runs off the board. Arsak FC. AFC cannot afford to just give the extras away, so they need to find wickets. Toronto Slicers, swing and a miss by Abhinav. It's a swing and a miss, and it's a dot delivery. And these are our sponsors here, ladies and gentlemen. Back in action with this Brampton Cricket Championship League taking place in Brampton, Ontario, Canada. Match between AFC versus TSD. TSD being Toronto Slicers. And they are chasing a target of 228 runs. So 10 deliveries have gone, 90 deliveries remaining, and they have 211 runs to go. Right. Theodore coming down, swing and a miss. Sahil. Theodore with a brilliant delivery in the right length. 11 balls gone, 17 for the loss of no wicket at all. Right. AFC bowler Theodore again. Swings. That's hit. And the fielder collects it. It's an easy single. 12 deliveries, 18 runs. The run rate per delivery is 1.5 runs. I think they need to up this run rate. Yeah, this run rate, with this run rate, they definitely need, in this power play stage, they definitely need to, up the ante. Abhinav on strike. As swings down the track, easy single. 19 runs off of 13 deliveries. While they've not lost wickets, they definitely need runs for their start. Absolutely Theodore with 3 brilliant deliveries. Sahil on strike. Up, lets it go. That's wide. It's 20 runs. We cannot afford to leak those runs, AFC. Arsak FC, Arsak FCA, and Toronto Slicers DC going head to head, and Arsak FC is defending a total of 227 for 4. That's a swing! Up in the air, and he has caught! He is caught! The first wicket down! Sahil A dismissed by Theodore. He was looking good, started to struggle, and now in 20 runs, we have lost the first wicket. Toronto Slicers are struggling already. This is an early breakthrough. 14 deliveries, 20 runs, and 1 wicket down. Sahil departs, only 12 runs off of 7 deliveries. Arsak FC are on top. And right now, Toronto Slicers are struggling at 20 runs for the loss of 1 wicket in 14 deliveries, 86 deliveries, and the score is still above 200 runs. Theodore down the track. Wide ball, 21 runs. That just adds to the score, but not by much. Toronto Slicers need to accelerate. Theodore down the track. The dot delivery to end the third over. 15 deliveries gone, 21 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Right now, bowling change. Actually, no, same ball. Rajdeep coming down the track. Ball is second over. Oh, that's hit. And goes for an easy single. 22 runs off of the loss of only 1 wicket. Abhinav, 5 runs off of 8 deliveries. And Jatin C, who's the new batsman on the crease. Rajdeep down the track. Oh, swing and a miss. Brilliant delivery. Brilliant delivery by Rajdeep. He's only conceded 5 runs off of his 7 balls bowled. Defending a total of 227. Toronto Slicers need 206 more. That's a swing. And that's a 4. That's a boundary after quite some time. That puts the score up to 26 for the loss of 1 on 18 deliveries. Again, a welcome boundary from a Toronto Slicers perspective, but they need a lot more than those. Rajdeep runs up. Has a swing. Brilliant delivery. Brilliant delivery. Yeah, definitely at this stage of the game, Arsak FC has definitely restricted the Toronto Slicers. In 19 deliveries, only conceding 26 runs, and have already taken a wicket. Track. It's an easy single that Jatin takes. And that's the end of 20 deliveries, 4 overs. And the end of the power play. 27 runs scored for the loss of 1 wicket. Rajdeep back into the attack. He's going to continue with his third over. Jatin on strike. That's an easy single. 28 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Rajdeep S. Again. Was up. Oh, that was a very strange full toss. I think that will be signaled a no ball. And that's an easy 2 for Abhinav. With that no ball, that's going to be a free hit off of Rajdeep's delivery. And I think that's Abhinav on strike. Goes for a swing. That's a big hit. And it's a 6. Some relief for Toronto Slicers. Abhinav 13 off 10. Maybe he can take this game. It's played off on the offside. Easy single. So 23 deliveries gone. 38 runs for the loss of only 1 wicket. Rajdeep over here has conceded 21 runs for the 13 deliveries that he has balled. Rajdeep coming up. What? That was an attempt. Is this a quick single? It was an attempted run out to no avail. That's a very good quick single taken by Abhinav and Jatin. And that brings the score up to 39 runs for the loss of only 1 wicket in 24 deliveries. All right, Rajdeep. That's a nice hit. Fielder grabs it. That's an easy single. $40 runs off of the 25 deliveries gone. 75 deliveries remain. And Toronto Slicers have 188 more runs to score. Target of 228. This is going to be a mammoth task. So Abhinav is on strike, and Theodore is going to bowl his third over. He has bowled 10 deliveries, 17 for 1. Down the track. Whoop! That's flicked on the other side. That was a chance. 26 deliveries, only 40 runs. Theodore down the track. Oh! That was an edge, and that's gone for a 4. So 44 runs off of 27 deliveries. Down the track. And I think that has gone for another 4. Good shot by Abhinav. Abhinav, 23 runs off of 15 deliveries. He is on 48 for... he is on 23 Toronto Slicers, 48 runs for the loss of only 1 wicket in 28 deliveries. Theodore, that's on the outside edge. Fielder catches it. Fielder grabs it. Not a catch. And a single. An easy single for Abhinav. And that brings Jatin C on strike. There's a good delivery by Theodore. He has conceded 26 runs off of the 15 deliveries that he has bowled. So his end of his third over, end of the 30 deliveries, it's 49 for 1 for the Toronto Slicers. Now we have a mammoth task ahead of us for the Toronto Slicers. They need 179 runs off of the 70 deliveries that are remaining in this innings. There's a bowling change. Ruvinda, he's on the attack. All right. Ruvinda down the track, another pace option. Oh, that was a brilliant delivery. Played to the leg side. No run. 31 deliveries. Toronto Slicers cannot afford so many dot deliveries so far in this innings. Given that they're chasing a mammoth total of 228 in this innings. And we have now 179 needed from 69 deliveries. Means that you need at least 3 runs per delivery. Winda running down. Oh! That brings up the 50. Are they looking for a second? No. That's only 50. That brings up the 50. Abhinav on 25 off of 18 deliveries. Jatin C. 32 deliveries that took for Toronto Slicers. Arsak AFC is in control right now. Now Ravinda from AFC. It was a brilliant delivery. Brilliant delivery. And we have 50 runs on the board still for Toronto Slicers. Arsak FC on top. 178 runs to go from 67 balls. A swing, he's hit that, and it's easily collected by the fielder. All right, so Ravinda coming down the track. He is going to bowl the last ball of his over. Oh, that was a brilliant delivery and no run. So he has conceded only 2 runs off of this over. 35 deliveries, 7 overs gone. It's only 51 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. And welcome back, Mr. Tariq, from his late dinner.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much. I wasn't even getting a chance to eat something. Finally, I had my late dinner, and now I feel a little bit more energetic. So that is, I think they're pretty slow on the chase right now, right?
Absolutely. We only have 52 now, 52 runs off 36 deliveries. The balls are easily collected by the fielders. Arsak FC has been on top of this game, and Toronto Slicers are struggling, even though they have wickets in hand. But the bowling and the fielding of Arsak FC has been brilliant.
Definitely. That was a good shot, played towards point. There's a fielder there. Just a quick single. I think after the massive total on board, normally the team who's batting second, it's very difficult for them to keep up with the same pace because FCA is a good fielding side as well. They won't be dropping that many catches as they were dropped by Toronto Slicers.
Yeah, so now Ravinda down the track. He hits it, and that has been easily collected by the fielder. Easy single. And on 38 deliveries, the scoreboard, even though it's ticking, but it's ticking too slowly. Because at this stage of the game, sure, you need singles. You need to keep the scoreboard ticking, but you definitely need to add boundaries.
Yep, and required rate has climbed up to 14 per over now. So they need at least 2 boundaries per over.
Yes, 2 boundaries, and that's a dot delivery. That dot delivery is not going to do any favors for Toronto Slicers. Arsak AFC has been on top of Toronto Slicers. So, this is the final delivery of Ravinda. That's a swing, and that's been collected by the fielder with ease, and that's just 2 runs. 56 for 1 at the end of the 8th over, and 40 deliveries.
And good spell so far by Ravinda. 7 runs only of his 10 deliveries. This is what shows, the difference in experience. Toronto Slicers is a new team actually. This is the first year they are playing hardball cricket. They told me that they were normally playing tape ball cricket, and now they have moved to hardball. It will take them a couple of years to get used to of this hardball catching practice as well, because for hardball you need to do a lot of catching practice before the season starts, and then you get in touch. Right now they are very sloppy in the fielding. That is costing them every match. They haven't won a single match yet.
Yeah, so if they're relatively so from transitioning from tape ball to hard ball, that is a difficult transition. Now Harpreet Singh down the track, easily collected by the fielder. So AFC is only letting Toronto Slicers get the singles, and yes, I think this boils down to the lack of experience when it comes to hardball cricket, because the ball in cricket behaves very differently. Whether it's a white ball, red ball, if it's a tape ball, a tennis ball, such margin. Even though it looks like a marginal thing, it makes a huge difference when it comes to the quality of the play.
Yep, and you can't become a hardball cricketer overnight. It's a process because you don't only need to learn to bat. You also need to learn to field and bowl as well. So that's what Toronto Slicers are learning at this point. I believe they will take some positives from this game There were a couple of positive fielding efforts,
Oops,
and
oops, 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 oops.
no, that's okay. That was
Oops, that was my
that,
mistake.
that was it a white?
Wide, wide, wide.
Oh yeah, that was a white ball. That's okay. That happens. Technology error.
Yeah, that was a technical error on my part. Actually, I pressed the wrong button. It was a wide delivery. They both start with a W. Whoop, swing and a miss. And Toronto Slicers are still struggling. 43 deliveries, only 59 runs. And the mammoth total of 169 remaining from 57 deliveries. Harkit Singh swings and easily collected by the fielder. Now, had the catching been a bit better, I think Tarek, you think that the score could have been a bit more chaseable?
Yes, if they would have taken the catch of Ashish, the first catch was dropped when Ashish was on 51, I think. At that time, they could have easily restricted Toronto FCA under 180, and then they must have given them some chance at that time.
Absolutely, because any score above 200, that becomes a mammoth total. And in order to chase a total like that, the batting has to be ultra aggressive, ultra, especially with running between the wickets, hitting the boundaries, the sixes, the fours, and taking those runs at those opportunities. So look at the two graphs here. Toronto Slicers, Arsak FCA has had a more of a smoother upward trajectory compared to Toronto Slicers. While they were having that smooth trajectory, there's a bit of a dip. So we can kind of see that Toronto Slicers have been struggling so far in this innings. So now at the end of the ninth over, they're only 60 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. At this 10th over, we have Ravinda bowling his third. And that's a big hit. That's a big hit. No. Missed by the fielder, and that is a 4. That's a welcome boundary for Toronto Slicers. 64 runs for the loss of 1 wicket.
And this is the first boundary conceded of Ravinda. I think now his experience will come into play, and we would like to see what he's going to do from here, because Abhinav Mittal, the captain, who is I think he came as an opener, and he is playing decent, but the required rate is quite high. They at this stage, like after facing 24 deliveries, Ashish already passed 50 runs. So I think this required rate is now unachievable. 15.47 now, and the way the game is going. In the air.
Big hit. That's a big hit. Will it be taken? No. That's a 6. That's a 6. A rare 6 in this innings on the 48th delivery. That takes the score up to 70 runs for the loss of 1. Jatin C has it was a brilliant hit off of Ravinda, who has bowled brilliantly. So we do see some spark in Toronto Slicers in this inning. So you never know. This could a few hits like this, and it's game on. That's another hit. That's another hit, and it's taken. It has been taken. And Toronto Slicers have lost Jatin C, who was looking good in the middle. And they've lost their second wicket on the 49th delivery. Jatin had hit 1-6, 2 4s. He started to look good. Was starting to get into the rhythm of things, started to get set, and then that was just a wicket thrown away.
Yes, and I think he had no choice left, because the required rate is 15.549, and the only thing he could do is hit some big shots. He had 2 boundaries in this over, and obviously Ravinda is an experienced bowler. He knew that how to come back and get the batsman out, and this is what he did. Good inning by Jatin on any other game if you consider that. If you forget the total of the very first inning, but considering the fact that they still need 158 runs, I think the batting side would be thinking right now that they can get as close as possible so that their run rate will not get affected that much.
I think at this point, do you think that they should take a power surge?
I think they should not take it right now because Jatin just got out. If Jatin wasn't out at the of the previous delivery, then they could have taken it. I think they need to give a couple of like overs to Atul and see that if he settles down, then they can take it. I believe that should be the strategy.
Absolutely no wise words. Right now Abhinav is on strike. He is the set batsman, and Harkirat Singh is gonna ball his second over, and I think they're just waiting for the field set up, and Abhinav is patiently waiting. So Harkirat, that's some pace, and that's a wide delivery. So that may not necessarily be a complete loss for the Toronto Slicers. Sure, they want to hit every single delivery. They would love to do that, but extra runs are always welcome. That's a big hit, and it lands safely. I was getting a little excited for that. I was getting a little too excited for that delivery, but it landed safely, and it's an easy single for Abhinav.
Yes, Abhinav is trying his best to make a use of all these short balls, but unfortunately, he is not able to time them that well. I hope he get the touch and hit some big boundaries in the air, and I think it's a drop catch. Looks like he hit him in the gloves.
That was just dropped. That was a chance, I believe. And that's a quick single. Yeah, so at least this is a learning opportunity. Like, you need to take these quick singles. This is a good, if the fielder drops, like the keeper drops the ball, you can take these quick singles. And this is the only way you can achieve or even get close to those big scores. Harkrit Singh, that's a shot. And easily collected by the fielder. That's another single. 74 runs off 53 deliveries of this innings. And we have 47 deliveries. And Toronto Slicers need 154 runs to win. Harkrit Singh. And that's a dot delivery. So, Arsak FCA has controlled this game very well, even though they haven't collected a lot of wickets. Harkrit Singh. I feel like I feel like the batter should have let go for a wide. What do you think?
Yes, absolutely. That could have been a wide ball, and he tried to smack it over the fine leg fielder, mistimed it, and went straight to the fielder's hand. The main difference I see in the bowling of Toronto Slicers and FCA is that FCA's bowlers are bowling according to their field, and we saw that Toronto Slicers bowlers were bowling everywhere.
Oh, that's a bigger hit. And that's a 2. That was a direct hit and not out. Harkrit Singh bowling his third over. 76 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. And at least the positive here is that Toronto Slicers haven't lost too many wickets in the span of this innings.
Yes, that's right. Absolutely. Another wide delivery? No, that was a good
delivery.
Good delivery, actually. I think for me, this game is virtually over. Just Toronto Slicers.
Yeah. Tariq over here, he's getting a little tired, ladies and gentlemen. It's late night, but no, that was hit. And should be an easy single and easy for the fielder. So the singles are not going to hurt the Arsak FCA. And Toronto Slicers need a lot more than just the singles. While it's a positive that they haven't lost wickets, they definitely need to score runs. And on a pitch like this, and we're chasing a target like this, Harkirat, a swing and a miss. Brilliant bowling from Harkirat Singh. And he has gone 14 deliveries and has conceded only 9 runs. 59 balls gone. And Harkirat Singh again. Last ball. That's straight down the ground and collected by the fielder with ease. Just a single. 78 runs for the loss of 2 wickets.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Thank you to Odge TV and DTVN Digital for providing live coverage to Brampton Cricket Champ.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton.
A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
So yeah, this we have 40 deliveries and 151 runs more required. Finally, the spin option. And has that gone for a boundary? Yes. So a boundary after, I think, a few deliveries. It had been like 5 or 10 deliveries since we had seen a last boundary. So run rate 1.33 per delivery. However, per over, they need 18.85 in order to reach the total, the massive total posted by AFC. And Toronto Slicers still struggling. Abhinav on 37 off 30. Ooh, swing and a miss. Rano deep. So the leg spin option brought on by AFC. And that's a big hit. And has landed safely. Only a single. Oh, that's an overthrow. That's a misfield. And they squeezed out another run. That brings Abhinav to 39 off 32. And the scoreboard to 83 for the loss of 2 wickets. Now on 37 deliveries, per delivery, I think they need a boundary, a delivery at this point.
Absolutely, because it is 19.59 per over, and 5 balls per over means like 4 runs per ball they need.
Absolutely. And the singles are not going to help the cause, but at least with Toronto Slicers, they should play all the overs, so that in because you want to make it a habit of playing the entire innings. No deep. That was not a very good delivery. It's a wide ball. Oh, no ball. Okay, so that was a no ball. So it was a bounce twice. So this should be a free hit for Atul. Atul has been struggling. Swing and a miss. And he's still struggling. He has yet to go off the mark. And he has faced 7 or 8 deliveries. And he has not gone off the mark. Especially for a number 4 batter like that. Like in this format, you definitely need to immediately get off the mark. So here we see the points table. Toronto Slicers, second last place. And what? That was round no deep. Was that a single? Did they not take a single? They denied the single. Okay. So Abhinav, 40 off 34. He denied the single, which is a little surprising. 66 balls. As a much fuller delivery, flighted delivery, and an easy single for Abhinav. And 41 off 35. Atullah still has not gone off the mark. 8 deliveries have gone. And he's struggling in the middle. All right, finally, Atullah has gone off the mark and has scored his first run, a single, off of the 9th delivery. $87 for 2, 68 deliveries have already been balled. Abhinav on strike. Another flighted delivery. That's a big hit. And that's a 6. That's a brilliant shot. Abhinav on 47 off 34 deliveries. Abhinav inching closer to a half century. Final ball of the 14th over and the 70th ball. Another big hit. Will this be taken? Ah, that has been dropped. That is the first catch dropped. And I'm guessing this is the only catch that was dropped by Arsak FCA. And that brings Abhinav to 48.
Yes, and Abhinav deserves a 50 here. Like he's the only batter who's playing, who's giving them some challenge, and I think he deserves a 50 here. He deserved that chance because they have given so many chances to Ashish as well to make him score a century. So I think he needs a little bit of luck.
Well, oops. Well, again, if Abhinav continues, he is on strike. He maintains strike, so he's gonna face Abhishek, another spin option that AFC is using. Toronto Slicers trailing by 133 runs and still needing 134 off 30. All right, that is a down the track and another a boundary, and that brings up the 50. Abhinav's 50, and he has reached this 50 off of 38 deliveries. It's a good innings by Abhinav.
Yeah, it's a good inning, considering the fact that he had to change a massive total. He's trying his best to keep Toronto Slices in the game, but the required run rate is quite high.
Oh yeah, that's a big shot. Will this be? No, that's stopped by the fielder. That's an easy single. Yeah, Abhinav has kept the scoreboard ticking. Generally speaking, the Toronto Slicers have struggled, and they haven't even reached 100 runs yet, and it's already been 72 balls through so far in this innings. Abhishek, Atullah on strike. Atullah swings. That's another single. So that brings up the 100 for Toronto Slicers. Arsak FCA has pretty much, I think, the game in the bag. But, as we say, ladies and gentlemen, it's not over until the final delivery has been balled. And that's a big shot. Will this be taken? No! And it is a 6. That's a massive 6 by Abhinav. He is now on 59 off of 40. It's not the same scoring rate as our last hero of the last innings.
Yeah, that's right. But this one was, it doesn't look like a drop catch. It was over the head of the fielder. But Abhinav actually is giving us some kind of a show here. Otherwise, apart from his inning, it was a boring batting lineup like so far.
Yeah, it's a bit of harsh words there, Mr. Tariq, but no, whoop, it's collected by the fielder, and is single, and that brings the end to the 15th over. 25 deliveries remain in this entire innings, and so still a long way to go. So right here we see Riva Bank is on top, Belleville Royal Challengers in third place with 37 points. Humble Cricket Club is 27 points. Arsak Elite is in 27 points. Brown Devils. So we see here our team today, Arsak FCA, is only at 10th place, whereas Toronto Slicers Toronto Slicers DC are in 12th, and I think given this ranking, I think this contest should have been a lot closer than it seems, but apparently it's been very, very, very one-sided.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, Arsak FCA is okay. They have activated the power surge now.
Oh wow! So find out.
Power surge activated.
So as I was saying, that Arsak FC is a very, very good team. This year they had some players who were playing for other big clubs. Somebody like the Raj Deol, who's a very well-known player. He normally opens up for Arsak FCA. He is not available. Ashish Mahajan, who scored a century, he was not available for the first 4 games. So that's why they were struggling, because your combination disturbs after that.
Yeah, that's a good shot, and I think that is easily goes to the boundary. Abhinav is taking advantage of this power surge. So that brings his score to 64 of 42. And 111 for the loss of only 2 wickets. So in this regard, like, this is he's the lone hero that's standing, Abhinav. Arsak FCA has this game under control. 77 deliveries gone. 111 for 2. Abhinav on strike. Abhishek. Oh, and that has been taken. That has been taken. That is the end of the innings for Abhinav. That was a good innings. 64 off of 43. That was a fairly a brave innings by Abhinav. It's not Jatin C, I can definitely tell you that. But it was Abhinav who was dismissed. And he was dismissed for 64 runs from 43 deliveries from a brilliant catch.
Umpire has to actually, now you can see, umpire has to give him out on the scorecard board. Then
Okay. Yeah, so 64 off 44. Kohinoor took the catch. Abhishek C. It was a decent delivery, and it was a good catch. So Abhinav, it was hard luck for Abhinav. And right now, the set batsman Atullah, who has been struggling, only 2 runs off of his 10 deliveries. So we are at 78 deliveries have been balled, 111 for 3. And Toronto Slicers are struggling. Arsak FCA has been on top of this game consistently. And they only have 22 deliveries to go for this innings to end. So Abhishek is going to bowl the 4th delivery of this over. Abhishek down the track. That's a full delivery. And I think that has gone for a boundary. So the scoreboard, Harmandeep is off the mark already from the first delivery in a 4. So this is the kind of intent that was needed from the start in order to chase a total like this. So Abhishek is going to come down the track. As a big hit. And they're going to come back for the second. Harmandeep, 6 runs off 2 deliveries, brings the score up to 117 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. $80 deliveries gone, 16 overs finished. It's 117 for 3. So, Toronto Slicers have been unable to score against the bowling lineup of Arsak FCA. That's a shot, and I think that was a single that was denied. And that's another delivery. Abdullah has struggled a lot. 11 deliveries and has scored only 2 runs. So, Theodore is back here for his 4th over. And it's a full delivery. And I think that goes for a boundary. A first boundary for Abdullah off of the 12th delivery of his innings. And on 82 balls, the score is 121 for 3. But still, Arsak FCA is on top of this game as the required run rate has climbed up to 29.72 per over, and 107 more runs are required from 18 deliveries. That's another brilliant ball by Theodore, and that's a single by Atullah, and he's 13 off 7. That brings Harmandeep on strike. Theodore back on the attack. That was a good delivery, and Harmandeep with a quick single. So 123 for 3. And one more delivery to go in the 17th over. And again, the reason it's the 17th over is because, viewers, we have 5 deliveries per over. That's a swing and a single denied for Atullah. So 14 deliveries, his strike rate only 50%. Because he's only scored 7 off of it, the 14. And that's the end of the power surge. And there's 3 overs to go, 15 delivers, 15 balls to go, and 105 runs required from those 15 balls. And the required rate is technically 35 and over or 7 a ball, which is if you can have a no ball and a 6, that's the only way you can get 7 runs in one delivery. That's the only possibility. So Harmandeep is on strike, and Kohinoor with his first over in this innings. Kohinoor batted fairly decent in the last innings. That's sliced on the offside, and a single. It brings the score up to 124 runs. That's a big hit. Single, easy single, retrieved by the fielder. 125 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. And that's another, and that's a boundary. Welcome boundary for Harmandeep. And that brings him to 12 of 5 deliveries. Harmandeep has played well so far. And I have a feeling this is a bit of a surprise that Harmandeep, who's not struggling, wasn't brought on earlier in this innings. Kohinoor, 4th delivery of this over. Played very cheekily, and a quick single from Harmandeep, and bringing the score up to 130 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. 89 deliveries gone, and we have 1 more delivery to go in this 18th over. Arsak FCA has dominated the proceedings. Atullah struggling as usual. He's going to come back for the second, and that brings the score up to 132 runs. Atullah 10 off 16, Harmandeep 13 off 6, and only 3 wickets have fallen in this innings. Well, Harmandeep facing Kohinoor. Well, that was an appeal for a stump, but or a caught behind, but the umpire was not interested. 2 dot balls in this over so far. There's a full toss delivery, not a very good delivery, but easily collected by the fielder, and they easily come back for the second. That brings Harmandeep to 15 runs off of 9 deliveries, 134 for 3. A swing and a miss. Yeah, 94 deliveries have gone, and Harmandeep has shown a bit of a fight, but to no avail. So 11 deliveries, 15 runs, 95 deliveries gone. It's 134 for 3. So, final over, final 5 deliveries of the innings. And Rajdeep is back on the attack with his final over. Atullah on strike. A swing and a miss. And I think that would be buys. Yeah, signal buy. 135. That brings up the score to 135. 93 required off of 4 deliveries. So yeah, 93 from 4 deliveries would require. It's practically impossible. It's a big hit. We needed those earlier, and it's still only a single. Yeah, there has been a lack of boundaries throughout this innings, and I think there was the lack of the catches taken in the last innings, and also the leaking of too many runs, and this is why the totals get difficult to chase. So 136 for the loss of 3 wickets. Fairly a one-sided affair down the track. Another single. Atullah brings him score to 11 off 18 and 137 runs. We have 2 deliveries to go. So 26 runs, this partnership from 20 deliveries. I think that would be not a no ball actually. So it was a full toss. And 99 deliveries gone. Last ball of this match. As a fairly flighted delivery and has gone for just a single. Are they going to go for the second? And that is not a run out, so they were able to get a second as well. Arsak FC, even though they could have gotten a run out, but it doesn't matter because Arsak FCA has won this match by 88 runs, a massive margin, and they're going to collect their points in this tournament. So Toronto Slicers were struggling throughout this innings. The only person, Abhinav Mittal, was able to score 64 of 44. Jatin Chaudhary, 22. Sahil Agarwal, 12 off 7. He was looking good. But again, there was a lot of struggle, especially by Atul Alakh and Harmandeep Singh. There definitely needs more aggression. The batting definitely needs more aggression, more, especially if you're going to chase a total like this. And this is the bowling card. Theodore Bryan, brilliant in his 4 overs. And Rajdeep Singh as well, 27 only, but wicketless. Theodore Bryan able to take a wicket. Ravindra De Silva with 1 wicket off of 17 runs only with 15 deliveries. Harkirat Singh Uppal, 15 runs. With an economy rate, a brilliant economy of 3.6. And, well, actually, 15 deliveries and only conceding 9 runs. So that's brilliant. Ranadeep Dutta with conceding 10 at the rate of 10.2. But Abhishek Chaudhary with a wicket, 23 runs off of 10 deliveries. And Kohinoor Kalia with 11 runs off 10 deliveries. So, while this is, they've used 7 bowlers, but they used the bowling quite effectively. And right now, Arsak FCA has won 2 games, 4 losses, 1 no result, and with 17 points at the 10th position out of the 13. And Toronto Slicers nearing at the bottom. They have been winless. They've lost 5 games, 1 no result, with only 3 points. Canadian Kings at the very bottom, not a single win. Indic Blizzards at the 11th place. Batalia Shahi, 9th place. Canada Fortune Legends, 19 points. On the 8th position, RJ Consultancy Stallions, 7th place. So on the 6th place, Brown Devils. Arsak Elite, 27 points. We are at the 5th position. But the top 4, we have Riva Bank in the 1st position, Belleville, Royal Challengers Brampton, and Humble Cricket Club in the top 4. Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen. Our next game is going to take place July 30th at 10:30 p.m. Between Canadian Kings and the Toronto Slicers, who are playing again in this very ground at the Turner Fenton Cricket Ground. So please join us for the Brampton Cricket Championship 100-Ball League. And now, ladies and gentlemen, good night.
A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, 100-Ball Cricket League at Turner Fenton Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, 100-Ball Cricket League at Turner Fenton Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, 100-Ball Cricket League at Turner Fenton Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, 100-Ball Cricket League at Turner Fenton Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsors for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship. A huge thank you to our wonderful sponsors, Canada Fortune Group, Vintage Bazaar, and Used Clothing Aid for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
A big shout out to SK Clothes and Pawn Hut for their incredible support of the Brampton Cricket Championship.
Thanks to Adams Barbecue for supporting Brampton Cricket Championship. Welcome to another exciting game of Brampton Cricket Championship, One Handball Cricket League at Turner Fendon Cricket Ground, Brampton. Yes, the cricket capital of Canada. Thank you to Mayor Brown and his team for making so many wonderful cricket grounds for us in Brampton. A huge thank you to our title sponsor.